Applying the template, our dataset. In this lesson, we'll be looking at our dataset. Yes, it has been prepared ahead of time for you, but you can see the elements are still there. There's no real changes in what we're doing. The main thing is that I've gone through the effort of making this happen, of positioning everything for you. What we have to do is load into Tableau, apply to our dataset, apply a few tricks, and hopefully you'll see how quickly we can get a very nice looking data visualization. So before we do that, let's look at the data. So as you can see, there's absolutely no surprise here. This looks very similar to what we've been building before. The only difference is I've added stage, which is not really necessary, but I thought I'll add it just in case. Again, we have the X, the Y, all of this has been set up for you. I've done the hard work so you don't need to. The key is what we can do is explore this, have a look, but when you're ready, download the file from the resources in the lesson, and let's get ready to plug this into our template. So very simply, let's edit the data source. Let's change this. So we're going to go into part 3, Champions League 2021 knockout. Your data should change. You might get a few errors, which is fine. It's very common because we don't have tooltips. So let's delete that. We don't have related items. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of some of the fields that were in our original template but no longer required. Same as selected items, and this is the key. You have your template, you can now delete, do whatever you fancy. So as you can see, just by applying our template, we have the makings of our data visualization. Few things I want us to do is let's start the formatting process. Let's remove all the grid lines. Let's get rid of all these lines. Since we're drawing a pretty picture, we don't want to see any of this stuff. We don't need the rows and headers either. And the key here is that in terms of types, colors are fine, but we are going to extend and build off of this because this gives us our basic shapes. What I want us to do is have a little bit of fun and add some icons, and that's what we will do in the next lesson.